And the opening tip is controlled by the Gophers, and we're underway.
That perimeter gonna be something to watch.
Here's Osima. The slip underneath to Reynolds, and a good. Here's Scott. Got his man up. That's a deep two, and Scott answers. Miles enjoying that first shot attempt from her son. Here's Kate Tyson for three. Doesn't go. Tyson missed the Wisconsin game. 7 of their last 9 games decided by 6 points or fewer or overtime. Great look, and Durkin clock down to 5. Fears saw the clock. Going to work. Another deep two. As Tom Izzo is, no surprise, he might tie Bobby Knight here tonight. Here's Crocker Johnson. Yeah, 3-point.
Running off pin downs for Tyson's. The back screens, you can't separate from Jalen Crocker Johnson too much. That'll be there.
Carr the miss, one and done. Ton of threes, but not making them at a high rate. Crocker Johnson changes that.
There you go again, second.
For Michigan State early on. Ugochukwu looking for a crease, and the tap.
Down 7-2, they're not doing what he wanted here during the shoot-around.
All right, Andy, thank you. And
late shot clock situation. The Spartans do not want to be one-on-one with Langston Reynolds. He's probably the most, one of the most.
Here's Osima, a Cherry, Minnesota native. 3 to shoot. Work in his way inside.
Up there from the sophomore.
Minnesota 4 of its first 6 from the field. Here's a 3 from Fears Jr. No. 3-point shooting numbers have been bobbled. They got it back. Tyson against Cooper. High arcing shot, no, and the rebound. Fears into the corner. Sets up Carr. Corner pocket 3, no. Timeout coming next whistle. Bobby Durkin, he's been hot. 3-point shot has been falling, and that continues.
His best Justin Jefferson right there to get open up the screen. A little shake come off the pin down. That was tough.
Everything but the grit for Durkin there. Ugochukwu got his man up. He'll attack, and well done by
And they had some good basketball, played some good minutes with him in the lineup.
Underneath, and knocked away, and it'll be Minnesota ball. 5 assists on 6 made field goals so far tonight. Scott in the paint, runs in. Osima got it back from Grove. Shot clock at 3. Crocker Johnson with 2, got it off in time. Drought approaching 2.5 minutes. Here's Kohler for 3. Doesn't go. There's Tang, he'll pull up for 2. Short, and Durkin the rebound. Skip pass to Tyson. In the paint, floats, and too strong. Shoot, now Tang. Tang, baseline, lost his footing, shoveled it some. There's points for Kohler, co-captain, one of 4 captains on this Michigan State team. Reynolds underneath. Trailing, Kohler pops for 3, off the mark.
In it.
The Divine Ugochukwu, he left the floor, he went underneath, and he's now heading towards the locker room.
Did recover just in time.
As Kohler turns around at the foul line, no. 5 to shoot. Reynolds, there's some Bruce Thornton in his game, isn't there?
Bruce Thornton, Adrian Peterson, one of them. He missed Jalen Crocker Johnson right there, though. Got to throw that back.
Beaumont out for the year. Chauncey Willis Jr. out for the year. Robert Vihola, they're 5 out for the year. It's a big reason why out. Ward bobbled, got it back, and Ward inside for Michigan State. And if you had Cam Ward leading the Spartans in scoring here in the first half, good on you. He's got 5. Crocker Medved. Pass to Cooper with the right hand, soft touch, short. Fort and a good look in, knocks it down. So the Spartans do capitalize. Lost against Michigan. Osima found a crease and one. A little bit mess around on the court. The coach is asking for eligibility. There's a lot happening on the floor.
Listen, took
Jordan Taylor, that's being looked at.
Shot off the backboard. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Cooper brought it low. Osima got his hand. Here's Fort. Now Cooper, deep 2, no, and during the bonus here with under 30 seconds to play until halftime. Here's Durkin, stays hot. Fears with 4. Fort with 3, with 1, got it off in time, no good. And Michigan, thank you, so we'll see if Ugochukwu is able to play at any point here in the second half. Meanwhile, Jeremy Fears Jr. had it blocked. The save, it came back to Fears, off the glass it is. So a lot of this, working the shot clock down. Here's a cut from Tyson and missed the layup.
And again, you see that back cut from K. Tyson. Opened up the offensive glass, help had to come, Reynolds capitalized.
Conference play has been better, just under 70% in league play. This is the first and knocks down the second.
Be a war. They're not going to back down. Minnesota doing a great job counteracting that aggressiveness.
Carr had it.
Corey is kind of puts his hand out, kind of did it to himself. I don't know if he was going to make that, but definitely contact there.
The junior from Stockbridge, Georgia, one of 4 captains on this Michigan State team, and
they line up.
Scott defending Reynolds. Reynolds, with a quick spin, and fouled by Scott.
Scott has the length advantage. That's going to be a teaching clip for him. You want to be aggressive, but you don't want Reynolds to get into your body, take away that shot blocking a bit.
Many new faces on this Minnesota roster. Langston Reynolds, senior from Denver, Colorado, transferred from Northern Colorado, knocks down 21 straight games against unranked teams. Cooper underneath finds Kohler off the glass, big to big.
And high-low, Michigan State a tremendous size advantage in this game. First time they've utilized it.
Durkin for 3. He was near 50% from 3 over his last 3 games. And now Fears off a couple of screens. Into the corner, Scott for 3, and Tang back in. Reynolds to Crocker Johnson. Spins and scores.
As I said earlier, negates the shot blocking ability.
11 points for Crocker Johnson, time for the team lead. 3 from the wing goes down for Cole.
26, they need his shooting.
Durkin tries again. Player of the week honors. Kohler cut off. Here's Carr in the paint. No.
Carr decides to shoot because Crocker Johnson's so good.
Well, Scott, he wanted the ball about 5 seconds ago. Now will attack in the paint. Contested 2. Yes. Awesome 4 to shoot. Fadeaway jumper.
Somewhere middle to bottom tier of the pack. Only 6 second chance points. You'll take that win if you're a Gophers.
Scott knocks down the 3. Michigan State has made 6 of its last 7 from the field. Crocker Johnson against Kohler, left hand, and foul.
And Christy Winter's got it. She should be. Coach Izzo might be a little happy.
Michigan State, he's the only Spartan in double figures so far tonight.
Ugochukwu is a strategic move. He brings a different element offensively and defensively.
Fears
To be right there, so the right call by the officials.
There's Fears in the paint, and
Michigan State developed so well.
And more quick close on Crocker Johnson. It was on the mind, I think, not just of Minnesota, but everybody moving forward. Even Tom Izzo said it's been addressed, but I think the officials got it right. Here's Reynolds in the paint with the right hand, spun up. Lujic under 10 to shoot. Poke free, got it back, throws it up. Cooper, tough angle, no. And down the rebound. Inside spinning and scoring with the left hand.
Jalen Crocker Johnson.
Trey Fort trying to answer, cannot. And Johnson, 3 to shoot, down to 2, blocked by Ward. And a shot clock violation, Michigan State hasn't scored in nearly 3 minutes, and now fouled by Kohler off the fake, resets, launches no, and 3 fouls. Crocker Johnson, 4 to shoot, in the paint, and
doubtful that he will return this game, and so that's another guard body that they do not have available. Remember, he was a starter up until
player who was creating that force going downhill in what's been a stagnant day for Michigan State. So definitely missing his aggressiveness. And
here's the late leave to Fort, got it back. Back to Fort, up top for 3, knocks it. The field goal may drought for Michigan State. The Spartans much better three-point shooting here in the second half. Here's Osima slithering. Kurtang. Back to Fears. Doesn't go, and Crocker Johnson. Osima to Reynolds. He lost it. Cade Tyson. A double on Kohler, fading away against AP top 10 teams.
Or you think they want this one? You see how locked in those coaches are.
And Fears is fouled.
On the other end, Crocker Johnson travel. It's just the way it goes sometimes.
One of the best free throw shooters in the country. 7 points tonight for Fears.
And Minnesota forcing him into long jumpers. Won't let him find his rhythm on the free throw line, but they're doing a great job, Corey, forcing him into long jumpers.
Leading in, not there. Loose ball on the floor. Tyson got it back, and basket counts. And
the defensive ends as a screener. Kai knows well on the defensive side of the floor.
Kurtang, three-point specialist, no. And Scott fighting for the rebound. Durkin there. Carr trying to rip it free. Jump.
In the game.
Reynolds against Scott. Fake left, went right.
So good from Langston Reynolds.
Largest lead of the game. Carr underneath against Tyson. Puts it up and answered.
Creates that offensive foul.
Carr averaging 11 per game. Has only 2 points here tonight. Osima, what a slip that was. Crocker Johnson.
From Osima. But Corey, I don't know if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, but these two going at it at the rim tonight is like Vegeta and Goku.
Seeing Cone Carr at the rim is just so fun to watch.
We'll send you a couple YouTube videos. It's going to be about...
Fears throws it up and...
Green for Fears. That time, he puts Kohler on the baseline to hold Crocker Johnson. No backside help.
There's your made basket. Attack and go quickly.
Again, Jalen Crocker Johnson popping.
Oh, and we see it back to back.
Help. Great pass from Fears.
Big Ten leading, 39th dunk. Carr, Crocker Johnson
in the league. That's a good thing. That's in your favor in this situation. Don't need quick shots, but good ones.
Here's Scott for 3. That was off play this season. 2 of those ranked wins here at home over Indiana and Iowa. Reynolds got hit. Scott, that's his second.
Officials had their pick of the litter right there. Jeremy Fears comes across trying to...
Brings Fears over.
Yeah, you see the Bobby Durkin chance or hear it coming out.
Barnyard, the Bobby chance. Scott against Reynolds, and one!
Coach Izzo was so concerned about the matchup of Minnesota. They run stuff that puts them into their weaknesses in the...
Tang. The miss. One-handed rebound by Scott. Into the barnyard, and Scott knocks down the second.
Roll out with Wojcik, and right there on that double, Isaac Osman's got to be ready to shoot that rock.
Reynolds, 3:10 to go. Ford got around Durkin, reverses, no. Crocker does. In traffic, Carr is fouled.
I think he's not getting what he wants from his star, and of course...
7 to shoot for Isaac Osima. Crocker Johnson with 4, brought it low and turned it up.
Johnson got to wait for space to clear out there before he plays.
Wojcik the lead to Carr and 1.
To compete with Cohen Carr at the rim, and Cohen Carr coming on late.
Reynolds, high pass, Crocker Johnson tipped it to
Crocker Johnson, a little fake screen, slip, and he's open at the rim.
and Carr fouled again.
Got to finish the job. We've been here before. In the 7-game losing streak, 4 of these 7 games in this losing streak.
And when you lose that many, even up 12 or 11 now with 150.
The floor. There's Scott going baseline. And missed the bunny, but Carr does not.
Out here on the football.
Durkin in trouble. Double team. Jump ball. Spartans basket. Carr underneath, spinning, hanging, missed it. Crocker Johnson the rebound.
Stay in fundamental. Let's go to the line. Where it's 5 of 7. Cade Tyson was in behind the play, but also got to stop the clock. No better person on the floor than Reynolds.
Empty trip. Here's Cam Ward. Into the corner, 3 on the way is good. And Tyson is fouled by Carr. And 2 free throws up. It was a 20-point lead, lost late. Led by 16, down to 6, but Tyson shooting 2. And
much better. He's 82% missing right there. It's worth noting in those other 2 games against Nebraska with the lead, Cade Tyson went out.
Minnesota has missed 7 free throws this half alone. But Durkin.
So worth noting, Northwestern, a couple of games early, Minnesota, when it did get to this situation, Isaac Osama and Durkin have knocked down clutch free throws. He does right there.
Court. Here's Carr. Crocker Johnson, 4 fouls. They take the quick 2.
Scramble. And they let you throw it back to Reynolds. Almost got the foul they wanted.
AP top 10 teams. Michigan State, winners of 21 straight against unranked teams. This is the second.
Getting downhill.
Corner 3 on the way is good. Oh. Chance to make it a 4-point game. Does. Fears. No. Reynolds the rebound. Oh, upcoming for Langston Reynolds. Missed it. Back to the floor. Osama. He'll dribble it out. The buzzer sounds. It is Ben